got tips for everyone, whether you've written a bunch of books or just starting out. So get ready, because we're going to unlock those secrets to literary success.
Okay, so first things first, right?
Yeah.
Book series, they're interesting because they're good for readers and authors both. Readers get more stories with characters and worlds that they already love.
Right. And as an author, you get to build up this fan base.
Yes, exactly.
You get way more exposure, and your sales can really grow over time, especially if you have a few books out.
And it's not just the authors. Publishers really like too. They get consistent content. They get the sustained interest.
It's like that snowball effect. Each book kind of builds on the one before it.
Yeah, definitely.
But before we get ahead of ourselves, how do we even pick the right genre for a series that could go viral?
Okay, so not every genre is going to work as a multi-book saga, right?
Okay, yeah, I get that.
This guide has a few that do really well in today's market.
What are they talking about?
YA is a big one. It gets at those universal themes, growing up, relationships, finding your place, all that.
So you're saying no matter how old we are, we can connect with those coming-of-age stories.
And it makes sense that people want to keep reading to see how the characters grow over multiple books.
I can definitely see that.
Yeah.
What about fantasy and science fiction? Do they have that same potential to, like, go viral?
Oh, totally. I mean, think about it. In those genres, you can create whole worlds. It's perfect for escapism.
Yeah.
And those stories can stretch out over lots of books.
Yeah, the world building alone could keep a series going.
For sure.
Okay, now what about thriller and mystery? Do those have the same kind of draw?
No doubt. Those series, they thrive on those crazy plot twists. The stakes get higher and higher.
And of course, you can't forget those cliffhangers.
Exactly. It's like a puzzle spread out over a bunch of books, and you just don't know what happens.
Oh, man. Talking about cliffhangers, I still haven't gotten over insert popular book series with a cliffhanger ending.
Yeah.
But we can't forget about romance.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Love stories are so universal, right?
Right.
Series in that genre often give you the chance to see the characters' relationships change over time. What's your take on that? Have you ever gotten sucked into a series because of the romance?
Yeah, I think engaging the reader is really important, and connecting with the character's journey is a big part of it.
Yeah, definitely.
While we're talking about genres that could go viral, we can't leave out self-help in business.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They give practical advice and tools for self-improvement, which readers are always looking for.
Right. It's all about giving them something valuable, something that makes them want to keep coming back for more.
Exactly.
So it all comes back to choosing the right genre.
Right.
You got to understand what's trending in the market and find that perfect spot where your book idea fits in with genres that have it well.
For sure. So we've got the genre figured out. Now let's get into the real meat of it. Structuring your series has the biggest impact. This is where this guide really shines. It gives you a plan to build a great story over a bunch of books.
Okay, that's not scary. Where do we even start?
Well, the guide, it really pushes having a solid foundation. You got to figure out that big overarching story that runs through all the books. It's the backbone of your story, you know?
So it's like you're weaving this huge tapestry, and each little thread makes this big, complicated picture.
Exactly. You need that big story arc to keep readers hooked for the whole series. It could be this epic battle, good versus evil, or a character who changes in a huge way, or some mystery that takes several books to solve.
I get the big picture, but how do you balance that with each book having its own plot?
That's where those episodic storylines. Each book needs its own story, a beginning, a middle, and an end. Think of them like the bigger story.
So each book feels complete, but it's still moving the whole series forward.
Exactly. And to keep readers really wanting more, the guide suggests using those cliffhangers. Ending a book with unresolved tension just makes them desperate to see what happens next.
Cliffhangers are awesome. But let's not forget world building, character development, especially in genres like fantasy or sci-fi.
Right. Consistency is